Hello, everyone, and welcome to my happy place. I hope it becomes yours as well. Hello, my crafty friends. We got a mess here, don't we? I've been busy. Today, we are going to work on these tags. They're kind of grungy, industrial, pretty easy. I made almost 40 of them in not that much time. So I want to show you, though, before we start, how when you put them together, it's going to give it a different look, whatever you put it together with. Like this one has a piece of twine that I separated the layers of it, so I only used one piece. That's what I ended up doing with the majority of them. I'd say almost all of them except for these. This one has two pieces. It was a little bit harder of twine. This one's got, a ring. Super easy, but I don't think I like the look. I guess I would like it more if this wasn't silver, if maybe it was copper or something, more industrial looking. This one I used a color of embroidering floss, blue. It's all right. Not my favorite either. And this one I just used a piece of sewing thread. And that one's not too bad. I think the object is some of these, like this one, I think the ring takes away from the design. This one too, the blue catches your eye. These are more neutral, so it doesn't take away from, what you're supposed to be looking at. So I think they're both fine. It's just that one strand was easier than having to thread two through the hole. So I opted with one. So I did those. Those were black. We are going to do some green ones now. I want to do some red ones eventually too, but right now we're going to do some green ones. And I happen to have this lovely stamp. If you do not have a stamp like this, you can definitely find paper that has numbers all over it. You could just use papers and skip this step. You wouldn't have to stamp them all out. Or you could use different numbers and just stamp them randomly all over your paper. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of ways I'm sure you could do it. There might be a digital out there somewhere. I don't happen to have one, but somebody may. Odds are there is. Odds are there's a digital out there somewhere, because there are a lot of digitals. Okay. Let's see if that works. We're just going to kind of try to line this up and stamp it down. That is one nice thing about doing these with stamping is if your stamp doesn't get real crisp, or, you don't get everything down, it's okay, because that's actually part of the look, So it's all right if you don't get every little bit of it. I mean, you want to try to, of course, but where's my little, here. Let's just try to make sure I got it all. See? And see, that didn't get real well, but that's okay, because it's part of the look, to be honest. All right, we're just going to stamp another one right next to it. Kind of like these greens. Kind of liking it. The stamp pad is so old. Okay. And we're just going to stamp it again. We're going to line it up. And then I'm going to probably fast forward through this part and then I'll see you on the other side of it. All right, and that's that one. So that's that one. There. All right. And then we're going to use this one. I don't need this right now. All right. Get another piece. Still going to use the green. All right. And I'm just going to show you how to do a couple of these, and then I'm going to fast forward this as well. There's no point. I try to fast forward things that are like repetitive and boring. I know some people don't really like it, but even if you're a new stamper, you know, if I show you how to stamp it twice, you get the idea, right? So you don't need to sit here and watch me stamp it, so, you know, a bunch of times. That would be kind of boring, probably. And I don't want to bore you or put you to sleep, so we'll just get this done here. All right. Next one. Alrighty, there we go on that one. I'm not getting that corner. All right, I'm going to fast forward this part while I do the rest real quick. All right, so now you can take a circle punch, square punch, a hexagon. I happen to have the scalloped one. It's 2 inches. I think 2 inches is a good size. If you don't have a punch, maybe you have a die. If you don't have a die, find something that's circular, draw circles around it and cut them out. That would be my suggestion to you. Now we're just going to punch a bunch of these out of here. Just like this. I hope this flipping this paper doesn't make the camera go crazy. I just now thought about that. It might. If it does, I'll cut that part out. I'll let you see a couple and then I'll cut it out so that you don't go crazy. And after I get this first row down and show you how to do this, I'm going to, so once you get the first row done, then you're just going to cut this off. And I always save this little piece. I figure I can use it in a collage or something. Too cute to throw away. All right, I'm going to fast forward this now that you've seen how to do it so that you can put your punch in there and do some more. Okay, now we've got all these lovely, lovely tags here. Now we need numbers. We need numbers. I have one of these. I realize you may not have one. If you don't have one, you might have numbers somewhere else, on another kind of die, or you might have numbers. You can always open up a Word document and do numbers that way. Do just a bunch of sets of numbers. You could do that. I'm trying to think how else you could do numbers. You could always just write them too. That actually might look kind of cool. So, because we're going to need a bunch of numbers. We're going to need like 40 of them. So, I got this one thing on Amazon, and I've used it a lot. And I just stamp a bunch, and then I switch the number and stamp a bunch more. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm probably going to fast forward this after you see the first couple. See? There you go. All right. I'm going to fast forward now. See you in a few minutes. Okay. So, after that, all we're going to do is cut them just like this. You can cut them with a trimmer if you want. I think cutting with scissors worked just fine for me before. So that's how I'm going to do them again. All right, then we're just going to do this. Just like that. Now we've got a bunch, we got everything we need, right? Now we're going to ink. You know, and these things can be a little bit tedious. However, think about how many you're going to have when you're done, right? Like, there's going to be a ton of them that you're going to have. So I'm using Vintage Photo. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. And because I want to grunge them up a bit. And I'm just going to ink them. And this part I'm either going to probably fast forward, or I might even cut it out. Because it's going to take me a little bit of time. And I don't want you to have to sit here and watch me ink all these. Even though some people really like to watch people ink, I don't really mind it. As long as the person's talking, I could care less. So let me know in the comments what you prefer. If you like watching people ink, or if you prefer me cut it out or fast forward it. Let me know. And I would be happy to accommodate either way. Okay, we've got all the numbers all grunged up and all the hose. All right, now this is the next part. Lower. Okay, so we've got all the numbers and we've got all of our little scallops. So if you have a crocodile, which I do not, I wish I did right at this moment, then this part will be easy for you. You can just take that little thing that you got, the little tiny hole, because you're going to want a small hole, right? You want a really little hole. See, this one has one on two ends because one of them broke, so I did it on the other end. And I didn't cut it off because it's supposed to be grungy, so it's fine. All right, so you're just going to poke a hole, and if you don't, then use your pokey tool if you don't have a crocodile. And you're just going to put it in. Remember that you're going to need to be able to thread your thread through that, right? And you're actually going to be threading the thread through the back. So if you want to do it from the back, that's fine. I would just, when you're doing the numbers, I would just be careful of, you know, where you're doing it at. The tags, however, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I kind of do it towards the edge, but I mean, you can just flip it over and do it wherever you want, right? And I just use this little book as cushion so that, you know, I have something to kind of poke through. And I'm going to put a couple of these together for you. And then I'm going to leave you because I'm going to do the rest of these this evening. I'm going to put them together while I'm watching TV probably. Because it's pretty, I did the other ones sitting at my desk. It's a pretty tedious job. So, sorry, that's probably my groceries telling me they're going to be delivered soon. And it doesn't matter which end you do with the numbers, really. That doesn't really matter. You know, if you have a preference, fine. If not, you know, do whatever, wherever you have more room, I guess. That's how I've been doing it. Whichever end I have more room on, that's where I've been putting the hole. So, and so we're just going to do a couple more here. And then I'm going to show you how to put them together real quick. And then I'll come back and show you them when they're all done. All right. Let's put these together. So I told you I decided to use twine, but however, I did take one strand out and just used one strand because it was a lot easier with some trial and error to get it through the hole. Whoops. I'm having an issue separating this. I don't know why. I didn't before. Now it doesn't want to separate. Of course it doesn't now that I'm on camera. Oops. That piece tore. Let's try it from the other end. The other piece I just slid on out, just like this. Yeah. Just like this. Slid it on out. It was just fine. All right. I thread it through the back first. And then through the tag. And sometimes if you've done the hole on the other side, it helps to kind of poke it back on from the back, just so it's kind of smooth so it doesn't get caught. All right, now I'm going to show you a trick that I learned while I was doing these. When you're tying them, if you take your middle finger and you put it right behind this, let's see, you're going to put it right here, like between the string and this. And then at the very top, you're going to tie it. And then you're going to tie it again. Just like that. And then you're going to cut it. What's that? Oh, one of those rings. That's fine. And there you go. You got it. And I'm going to show you one more time. We're going to thread it through the back. we're going to thread it through the number, through the back. Well, maybe. If my eyes will let me do it. My eyes will stop playing tricks on me here. Here we go. I haven't got my granny glasses on. I still can't see. Might have to bump up my prescription. All right. Pull that through there. You could use a needle if you really wanted to. That would be fine too. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. All right. So you're going to do that. You're going to take your middle finger. You're going to put it in there. You're going to pull that. Because you don't want to pull it completely tight. You want to have a little bit of a loop. And I found that using my finger gave me the perfect loop. Right there. So that it wasn't tight. I'll show you one more. And then I'm going to go. Because I think my groceries might be here too. And tomorrow's my birthday. So there's that. All right. Except you won't be seeing this until June. And my birthday was in May, so there's that. Because I've already got May's videos all done and dusted. They're all been posted. They're all there ready to go. I try to work a month ahead of time so that I kind of take some of the pressure off. All right. Plus, when you post a video every single day, it keeps you pretty busy. Video with content, anyway. Not just any old video. Okay, there we go. See? They're really cute. These remind me of St. Patrick's Day for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. There we go. All right. I'll come back and probably show you when they're all done. As promised, here they are. They are finished. It took a while. The longest part is tying them, really. That's the part that takes the longest. And you can see the ones that I tied that were different here. The few. So now I've got tons of them. Black, green. The green ones remind me of St. Patrick's Day and shamrocks for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm getting ready to do a flower green journal. So hopefully they'll be good for that. So they'll all get used eventually. And it was a nice stash. Nice buildup of stash, right? All right. That's it. Until next time. Take care. Thank you for watching Happy Place Crafting. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It means a whole lot.